Parley P Pratt was murdered?
He only lived to be 52. I mean, I guess that's kind of old. But that's half
midlife
life.
crisis back then was like 17. So.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Saints Unscripted. Today you're here with Sabrina and Cam and Brett. So today we're going to play a game called Ancestor or Church History Figure. We have kind of found little facts about our ancestors, and then our producer found facts about some specific church history figures, and we're going to try to see if we can figure out who's who.
I'm going to start us off here. When first introduced to the Book of Mormon, he called sleeping and eating a burden because he was so enthralled with the book.
Sorry.
Was among a mob that wanted to chase the missionaries out of the area, but ended up getting baptized that night.
Yeah, so one of those is my ancestor. So you have to guess which one is Parley P Pratt or my ancestor.
I'm going to let you take the first stab, Cam.
I feel like the first one is Parley P Pratt.
I would concur.
Yeah?
That's correct.
Woo!
What I know more about that ancestor is that there was some missionaries, I believe it was in England, some missionaries, and they had they're going to stand on the box and preach at a certain time in the night. And this ancestor, who's a woman, and her husband knew about it.
Love that detail.
The husband was curious. She wanted to go and
burn them.
Yeah, pretty much. And so they both went. The husband went to listen. She went to march him out. She got baptized that night, and he got baptized a week later. But she was
That's
more.
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I have a great image of a robust British woman with a pitchfork in
she
my
could
mind.
have been. Yeah.
True or not?
Number 2. Ancestor or Parley P Pratt. One was arrested for being a missionary. After some time in jail, they actually converted some of the guards. Second, while imprisoned, he escaped and reached the woods outside of the city, but when he realized that his escape might cause death to his inmates, he returned.
This is also my ancestor.
Let's go. All right, I'll do the first one. I'm guessing Parley is the second one, and the first one is your ancestor.
What do you think, Cam?
I think it's the opposite.
You think the opposite?
Yeah.
It's Brett's right.
Yeah!
Actually, I remember that Parley P Pratt story from some time that David was telling stories about Parley P Pratt. Yeah. But yeah, this was
church history more, I guess.
This was an ancestor serving in Norway and got arrested and was in jail for being a missionary. And then once they were let out, they converted some of the guards. Yeah.
Like Scandinavia has nicer prison keepers, perhaps.
Maybe, yeah. This is Ancestor or Elizabeth McCune. As part of a church history assignment, they traveled to Brooklyn, New York, and gave classes on genealogy. Or was commissioned to write the early history of Lehigh on 1908 at age 83.
This one's mine. Take it away, guys.
Ooh, I don't know. They're kind of of similar.
These are good.
Yeah. Traveled probably from Utah to Brooklyn, New York, or from England to Brooklyn.
Your ancestor gave classes on genealogy.
Yeah, I'm going to say that too. Is that right?
Incorrect. So kudos to Rachel on that one.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was looking on Family Tree and it's was commissioned to write Lehigh's early history. It's actually pretty short, not super lively reading, but
cool though.
Yeah.
And 83 years old. Nice.
This one looks beefy. Ancestor or Parley P Pratt. As he lay dying, he said, "I die a firm believer in the gospel of Jesus Christ as revealed through the prophet Joseph Smith. I know that the gospel is true and that Joseph Smith was a prophet of the living God." Second one, was a bodyguard for Joseph Smith up until he went to Carthage jail. Up until Joseph Smith went to Carthage jail, I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is mine.
Ancestor was the bodyguard.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Didn't give Brett a chance. I mean, my ancestor could have said that exact same testimony, though. We don't know. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's not about ancestor comparison, but you do have cooler ones, perhaps.
Well, my grandpa was was a family history person in our stake for probably most of his adult life. He's obsessed. So I'm sure you guys have really fascinating people too, but he's obsessed.
Are you sure?
We're just really bad at genealogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. On my family tree, there's so many sources and stories with all of the people. So it's crazy.
Ancestor or Elizabeth McCune. Her missionary work led to single women being called as proselyting missionaries. Ooh. Or was the first Relief Society president in Germany. This one's mine.
Okay, I'm going to guess the first one is Elizabeth McCune. She doesn't come across to me as a German woman.
I feel like both of these stories are in saints. I'm going to go with you. I think first one, the proselyting missionary efforts was Elizabeth.
That is true.
Yeah.
My third great grandma was the first Relief Society president.
In Germany? That
What
is
year?
awesome.
Do you know?
Like
18.
late 1800s.
18
That's
something.
really cool.
Yeah, I think she died in early 1900s. So
That's way cool. This is good reflection for like what would be said of you if someone had to search you up on Family Tree. He was a prolific watcher of YouTube.
Who spent more time watching movies than spending time with their kid? Okay. All right. Ancestor or Parley P Pratt. For 4 months, he traveled 1,500 miles preaching to various Indian tribes, or served in the India mission when it was still a British colonial territory.
This one is mine.
Parley P Pratt
Did what?
went to the Native Americans.
You think?
I think so.
I think that makes more sense. I don't see him going to India.
I don't think, yeah.
Is that correct?
You guys are correct. My ancestor went to India. But if I'm not mistaken, I think, not 100% sure, Parley P Pratt did open India in like 1849. Like he arrived. Hey, no. Okay,
Fact check that, but that's sick.
Okay, hey, scratch that. Edit that.
Unless it's right.
Are you sure?
No, I just said I wasn't sure, but
Google.
that is the point of me saying.
Google.
I don't have to be right on this show. I just have to be close.
And confident.
All right, ancestor or Parley P Pratt? First one, quit his job with just $10 in his pocket and moved to a different state to preach the gospel. Number 2, was asked by early converts what their salary would be as members of the Christian church. Like the Elias Christian church. This one's mine.
So they tried to convert somebody and they're like, how much are we getting paid to join your church?
Like, what are the wages? I think.
Can you read the first one again?
Quit his job with $10 in his pocket and moved to a different state to preach the gospel.
Sounds like a Parley P
Yeah,
Pratt thing.
that does. I think it's that one. I think the first one is Parley P Pratt.
You are correct. Correct. The second one would be my ancestor's experience.
Come
That's
back.
so
We're
silly.
doing this.
Yeah.
Ancestor or Parley P Pratt. He hesitated about serving another mission, since his wife was seriously ill, but he was promised by Heber C. Kimball that she would heal completely if he left, and she did. Or was diagnosed with an incurable disease. Heber C. Kimball told him that if he joined the Mormon battalion, he'd be healed on the march.
Oh my gosh.
He recovered fully a few days into the journey and made it safely to San Diego.
Okay, these are so similar. That's so cool.
This one's mine.
Okay, so either the wife was healed if he went on a mission, or he was healed.
I'm going to go with Parley P Pratt's the first one, where he was promised a healing for his wife on conditions like if he went on the mission, as he went on the mission.
Okay, just for fun, I'm going to say it's the other one.
You are correct.
Okay.
Thank you for just mixing it up.
This is my third great grandpa. And just before he made it to camp one day, he saw some guy crawl under a bush to go die. And so he was out of water, made it to camp, filled up his canteen, walked like 3 miles back, saved the guy's life, and then brought him back to camp. And then they both made it to California later.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
And I cry when I get an email that's too hard to respond.
Yeah.
Way to apply it to us.
I hate emails.
Wow.
All right. Is this an ancestor or Elizabeth McCune? First thing, got a star sticker in their foot and had to get their leg cut off. Or was a trustee of the Utah State Agricultural College for 10 years. The last 2 were as a vice president. And this is mine.
Star sticker, like the little,
Yeah, the little
I mean, I
little
don't,
star stickers.
I don't blame them.
I didn't know that like was a possible ending of that
I'm
scenario.
so
That you lost your foot with those.
Grateful we live in the 21st century.
Whoa. Like, yeah, like got hit by a seed burr and like lost my limb. Bummer.
I feel like the fact that it's in Utah could be a clue.
Yeah, hold up our hands on the count of 3 for which
You're
one we think's
holding up your
Elizabeth.
finger for which one is Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Rep it.
Yep. This my mom loves to tell the story about this ancestor. I forgot. I think this is third great grandpa on my mom's side. And he had He just stepped on a star sticker but didn't take care of it. Man.
No, I think it was maybe just a straight up infection.
All it
Yeah.
takes is one bacteria gets inside that little cut.
All right. I'm guessing this is going to be Sabrina's.
Probably.
All right. Ancestor or Elizabeth McCune served as one of Utah's first telegram operators. Second one. At age 15, learned to work as a telegrapher, where they also started writing about their own life.
Wow.
You're too good
Also
at
really
this,
similar.
aren't
Is this one you?
No.
Oh,
Do
Okay.
this how you guys want. This one's mine.
yeah.
One of Utah's first telegraph operators versus was trained at a young age to be a telegraph operator and started writing about their life.
you? Numbers?
Okay, we're guessing which one is Elizabeth, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go,
Oh,
Cam!
come on.
Yeah.
That's like 5 in a row.
Just discovered that factoid. There's like a list of 7 people, and he was on there as one of the first telegraph operators. And that's
Sweet.
cool about Elizabeth McCune. I think he was probably significantly older than her, but
Cool.
Yeah.
Ancestor or Elizabeth McCune. Had 3 sets of twin boys among 17 children. Had 9 children, 2 of which she took to Peru to do missionary work for a year.
That's mine.
Of course.
if it's like outlandish, it is Sabrina's. Cam's yours are pretty good too. Mine are like, which one's invented paper?
Okay, that would be so cool.
I
though.
mean, that is pretty cool to whoever out there invented paper.
My ancestor used paper.
Like invented cardstock. Yeah, used. Yeah.
Okay, who you got?
For Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Okay, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cam's all right.
You know what's embarrassing? I remember you mentioning that first
Yeah,
fact
I know.
in our call.
I was like, should I still put it in there? It's too cool. I gotta still put it in there.
I saw
Yeah.
the test
It's
answers
really sad though,
before.
is that I mean, obviously in that time, you didn't, like, it was like, they would have their number of children, right? She had 17 children, but then like, had like way less to maturity, right? Like she had to bury so many of them. So sad, but ancestor Parley P Pratt was reported dead while serving in the war, but wasn't dead, or was murdered at age 50.
That was dark.
Yep.
Reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Ooh.
Oh, and this is mine. Sorry.
All right. Count of 3 for Parley.
Yeah.
I can't decide either.
Okay, that's fine.
1, 2, 3.
Brett.
What?
Yeah.
Parley P Pratt was murdered?
Actually,
In
I
like
feel like
Missouri.
we should know that, but I didn't know that.
He like went back on a mission to like Missouri or somewhere, and yeah, was like executed.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
by-
He only lived to be 52? I mean, I guess that's kind of old.
No, that's like, yeah.
But that's
Midlife
half-life.
crisis back then was like 17. So.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
Yeah.
50 is like kind of like a ripe old age in 1850.
Okay, what crazy
I
story
should
about...
know that. Why do I not know that?
I don't know.
We don't
Now
tell that
do.
story a lot when we talk about church history.
It's sad.
Mm.
Okay, so about this ancestor though, this is a crazy one. It's kind of like that scene in Monty Python where they, throw the guy in the thing, but he's not dead, and he's like, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
This like kind of happened to this person. It was also on my mom's side, but he got like a toe tag of being dead and like put in like a vehicle of some sorts with other dead people. And then he woke up in the morning and they like had his funeral planned.
Yeah, was he just taking like
And he
the
was like,
deepest
guys,
nap?
I'm not dead. I mean, like, I don't know. He's unconscious or something. Maybe like in a mini
A
coma.
coma.
I don't know. But yeah, he was like, I'm not dead. And yeah, then there
They
was,
didn't
but
believe him.
crazy thing is that he was a carpenter.
He stepped on a star tack.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a carpenter and he built coffins. Death is part of his life,
Tested his own work.
That's
Crazy.
a very like literary type piece of irony there.
Yeah. The coffin maker.
That's cool. Ancestor or Parley P Pratt was conductor of the Tabernacle Choir for 17 years and won a Grammy for their performance of Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Okay,
Number
dope.
2, contributed nearly 50 hymns to the second LDS hymnal.
That's mine.
Okay. That's so cool.
I think I know this one, but those are just really cool.
I don't see Parley P Pratt getting a Grammy.
I guess we also
Did
didn't
Grammys
see-
exist?
All right, one count
Okay.
of 3.
Parley P Pratt, ready?
1, 2, 3.
You're right.
Oh.
I am.
Yeah, the Grammys weren't around until 1958. So,
Crazy.
yeah, it's
Wait, I'm right.
Wait. So wait, did
What?
your ancestor get a Grammy?
Yeah.
Oh no, then I was right.
No, I thought we were doing Parley P Pratt. Who did?
The first one.
Did I misread? I misread that.
I reread the.
I don't know. Where is it?
She did get it. I was shocked. I was just kind of maybe mixing it
No,
up to have a
my
different
ancestor
guess.
won the Grammy.
That's so cool.
That's-
He wasn't
Sick.
my direct ancestor, but he's my second cousin 3 times removed.
Wow.
I'll take it. It's a cool story.
Richard P. Condi.
Some similar blood.
Condi.
Yeah.
That's a name in my family history somewhere.
Really?
The
Okay,
final.
last
Last
one.
one. Parley P. Pratt or ancestor. Was jailed for practicing polygamy or lived in one small room with his wife, her sister, and 5 children. It's not mine.
I'm just mulling over the life situation of the second.
Yeah.
That's
You know
That's
how many
something.
times I was
Studio apartment with 7 people.
Yeah. How many times when I'm reading stories of my ancestors it says lived in a 1-room log home. Like everyone had to live like that. It's crazy.
My ancestor's house is still in Salt Lake. I figured that out yesterday. Yeah.
Wow.
that's really cool.
Maybe I'll buy it someday. That'd be so cool.
That way you and your family
That
can
way you'd
live
have
in
a living room.
bedroom.
Okay.
Whose is this?
Oh, mine.
Oh,
Okay, you guys got this.
Okay, which one's probably P Pratt? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I hold them high because you got it wrong. Yeah, my ancestor.
Your ancestor was arrested.
Yeah,
what?
and he had 3 wives, and we got out of jail a couple years later. Only one of them wanted his back, like
Oh.
him back. I get the other 2 were like, we did fine without you.
Oof.
Thanks for the kids.
Yeah, yes, it's sad.
That was pretty fun, right, guys?
That was fun. That was
Yeah.
cool to learn. It is cool on even like a spiritual level, like fun facts level. But
Yeah.
there's just something about reading about their lives
Yeah.
that you like feel closer to God. It's interesting.
Yeah.
For me, it was like they set an example. And I'm like, what would I have done
Yeah.
in this situation? Probably not what they did,
Yeah.
but I should try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, and then a lot of their, if they had any sort of like autobiographies or their children wrote stuff about them when I would read, a lot of it had to do with their testimonies. Like they were always a person of God and loved, and that's really cool. So
It's cool.
wants me to be better for my descendants.
Yes.
Okay, well, thanks, guys. See you later.